So, hi! Good morning and kumusta sa inyong lahat? So, sa video na ito, ang pag-uusapan natin ay tungkol sa small claim o pagkubra ng utang. Ang small claim ay hindi ka hihigit sa 1,000,000. Kung hindi ka hihigit sa 1,000,000, kino-consider yan na small claim. So, ngayon, sasabihin ko sa inyo kung ano naging experience ko, ang personal experience ko sa pagsampa ng kasong sibil na small claim. Disclaimer lang, hindi ako abogado, okay? Ito ay personal na opinion ko at experience ko while I was filing for a small claim. So, first things first, bago ako nakapag-file ng small claim, pinatawag ko muna siya sa barangay. Yes, the barangay summoned her for 3 times. 3 beses siya sinumon. This is the barangay level mediation. Kumbaga, confrontation lang. Magkakaroon kayo ng settlement and that's it. Pero hindi siya nagpakita. This is 3 times. So, pagka sabi ko sa barangay, ang nangyari, after 7 days, they called her. They summoned her. After 7 days, they summoned her. This is 3 times. And after that, umakyat kami sa Lupon. They summon her again. This is higher than the barangay. So, they summon her again for another 3 times. Yeah. But she didn't appear to the barangay hall. There's no appearance. Yeah. She didn't say anything. Walang sinabi. Basta she received the invitation and she didn't show up. So, after that, the barangay said, we're going to give her another 10 days. So, 10 araw ulit para sa kanya. Ito ay tinatawag na due process. Kumbaga, hindi ka binalahura, sinamantala, hindi ka inabuso ng batas. The law is very lenient. It gives you a lot of options for you to defend yourself. So, after 10 days, they gave her a grace period of 10 days for her to appeal or to show up or to say something because they are about to give me the document needed to submit to the court. So, after 10 days, she didn't still show up. 10 days, that is enough. 10 days. And then the barangay told me, okay, you can pick your the clearance, the certificate to file action on the 5th. And I said, no, let's do it on the 7th, so at least I have enough time to give her, because that was Saturday. The 5th of July is Saturday. So, after that, when I received it on the 7th, I started sending her message on the 5th of July, but I received the document on the 7th. So, after receiving this certificate to file action, I started sending her messages, telling her, sinabihan ko na siya, that I'm about to file a civil case, which is the small claim. I gave her 9 days. 9 days extra just for her to show up or to tell me something that she's going to do, to pay it, whatever she can do, she can stop me from going to the court, because me myself, I don't want this, because this is really going to be a huge nakakaabala sa oras. It's not a waste of time, but it's a huge time and effort to do, because the hall of justice from my house is far, and who wants this? Who wants to do this? No one, right? So yeah, that's what happened. So when I received this, I gave her another when I received this certificate to file action, I gave her another 9 days. And then when I went to the Hall of Justice, the first thing I did is, because I don't know the court, because ako ay lumaki sa Maynila. So, hindi ko sa ulo yung mga bagay-bagay dito sa Zamboanga. Kahit na mag-4 na taon na ako dito. So, pagpunta ko dun sa Maynila, pagpunta ko dun sa korte, sa Hall of Justice, the first thing I did is to ask the security personnel. So, ang tanong ko sa kanila, saan po pwede mag-file ng small claim? And they told me the exact room. When I went there, I asked the people on that particular room on how to, it means there's a lot of time, on how to file a small claim. And this is what they gave me. This. So, this is instruction on how to file a small claim. The first thing I have to do is a duly accomplished form. Okay, I'm not going to show you everything because the name is there. This is an original copy of mine. So, ang tawag dito sa form na to ay Form 1SCC. So, eto ay unang kailangan mong fill upan bago ka mag-file ng small claim. And then, there's 2 options on the instruction. There is this individual / natural person, which means ako lang. I'm not a lending, I'm not a corporation, I'm not a business owner. It's just a money that they lent from me. And there is this judicial person entity. So, my checklist will be this one, individual. So, what you need is a certificate to file action. This is very important. So, yeah, this is very important. I already submitted it to them. I have few copies of this. These are original. These are also original. So, they told me what do I need, and then I needed evidence. In my case, I have few evidence because there is, before I lend them money, I make sure that I gave them a form, or we have a what's this, a contract, not a contract, but a evidence that she borrowed me money. Kasi, you're not going to lend money that without any evidence. No, you borrow me money, and you have to sign that you borrowed me money. Take note, okay? I'm just their neighbor. You are just my neighbor. Eto ay kapitbahay ko lang. Okay? Kaya, huwag tayo maging, alam mo yon. So, manghihiram ka. Alam nga naman, basta-basta ko ibibigay sa'yo, pirma ka muna. Kaya, yun ang magiging ebidensya ko. May pirma dito, may mga IDs, kinuhanan ko, pati may mga picture na napumirma sila. Kasi para walang lusot. Diba? Kasi, hindi naman ako sa pagiging kaso nga lang, sa panahon ngayon, maraming taong nagkaka-amnesia. Biglang nagkakalimutan ng utang. Biglang sasabihin sa'yo, you know, they have this amnesia. I studied psychology and I still don't know because I have this, in psychology, we have this DSM. It's the list of mental disorder you can see, and I don't see this disease. This is like a typical amnesia to people when you have debts. Pag may utang ka, bigla ka nagka-amnesia, nakalimutan mo na. So, I need to remind them, so they have to affix their signature, and these are my evidence. Yeah. So, I photocopy all the evidence. After photocopy my evidence, I have to photocopy it 4 copies each. The form from the court, the evidence, and that's it. And after that, you need to notarize. Yes. This costs a lot of money. thank God, we should thank you need to notarize the last part of the page of the application. See? It is notarized with the seal of the lawyer from Public Attorney's Office or PAO. This is a pre-lawyer. So, I thank them. Thank you. This is free. So, free is good, right? Here in Zamboanga, they do that because we are still a suburb or a province of the entire Philippines. But in Manila, in Makati, there is no notary on PAO. Okay, anyway, going back, after notarizing it, you need to have an affidavit. A judicial affidavit, meaning your testament, statement on what had happened. So this one is tricky because it costs money. I have to go to a lawyer and ask them to do it for me. I need the signature of a lawyer for them to certify it or to make a seal, put a seal. It is an affidavit, so it is legal. It's a legal papers, legal document. So this is the affidavit. See, there's a word small claim. You see that? So this affidavit has a signature of the lawyers, and I pay for the lawyers. It costs money. Same like the other cases that I did. I also sue, not sue, but I file cases, civil case for against the government, and fortunately I won. That was in Quezon City, and I didn't know this because I usually relate to my lawyers. So, because I don't have money to pay lawyers, I don't know this, so I do it on my own. So, this affidavit, this small claim affidavit, you will tell the whole entire thing, the story. Please, okay? It's almost like this, eto lang ha. Be serious on saying things on this affidavit, okay? Lahat ng seryosong sasabihin mo. Huwag kang magsinungaling. Don't lie. Okay? Treat this like you took an oath that that they're going to sue you for perjury if you lie. So, this one, all amount is written here. The total amount on how much they pay, how much they owe me. It's plural, yes. So, sinulat ko dito lahat. And, yes, nakalagay na rin dito, that I'm asking money for my transportation. Ang hinihingi ko ay bayad sa pamasahe ko at sa mga photocopy na ginawa ko. Kasi nagbayad ako ng mga photocopy at nagparesibo ako. So, this is the amount that I pay for my photocopy. And this is the amount that I pay for my lawyers. I keep the receipt because it has to be all together in one claim. Tapos, meron din akong babayaran na filing fee. We're going there. Okay. Tapos na tayo doon sa ating application form. Nakapaglagay ka na ng affidavit. Ngayon, pupunta ka na sa tawag na ito, sa korte. Sa korte, may babayaran ka. Ang ibabayad mo doon ay depende kung magkanong kiniklaim mo. Mas maliit, mas konti. Mas maliit ang babayaran, mas maliit ang singil, mas maliit ang babayaran. So, pagpunta ko doon sa korte, yun nga. Sinabi na nila sa akin, pagka sabi nilang, eto ang babayaran mo. Hindi nila alam yan kasi computerized na ngayon. They don't touch any money. They don't touch anything. The court doesn't hold any amount. It's all direct to the to the to the system. Yeah, there's no money. There's no money involved with them. They just process it. Okay, this is how much you're going to pay. So I paid 2,215. So you can see here. Okay. Okay, this is from the court. So that's how much I pay. 2,215. I have to pay that. I pay the lawyers, I pay the photocopy, I pay the transportation, and I pay the court. After that, the things are not over yet. Hindi pa tapos. Kasi, sasabihin sa'yo, kasi 4 copies yun, di ba? Naka-arrange yan dapat, naka-fix na yan. Naka-arrange na yan. Sabihin sa'yo ng korte na ganito. I-upload mo. Kasi, we use e-wallet eh. We pay e-wallet and all these things. I needed a email address for this particular case. So, may email address naman ako. That's my legal, that's mine, email address. So, we're going to send you the email, and then you have to, you're going to send an email to them. Mag-email ka sa kanila with the document, scanned document. So, really, it's a big job. Now I know the struggle of the lawyers. Alam ko na kung anong ginagawa ng mga abogado ay na it's a job. You have to do, and this is the instruction. This is the format. This is how you're going to send them an email. So I followed everything, and I made a mistake one time, and that's it. There's annexes here, meaning these are the evidence. Yeah. So I submitted it to them, to the court. After that, today, I'm waiting for the raffle. So once if they raffle it, because they will have to, it's an electronic raffle. Wherever it goes, it will go to the judge that's going to handle the cases. Yeah, so I'm waiting. So, I hope you enjoy this video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And also, I'm going to upload another video for my how and why did I lend my money. Okay, the whole tea is there. Bye!